Hey guys, Next Mike Ike here. Today's video, we're gonna go through and kind of just go through the daily grind of the game. I'm gonna show you all the things you should be doing every day. Uh, basically just the gameplay loop. So, first thing you got is up here in your corner. You have daily missions. Just like any other gacha game, you got your daily missions. These are the same every day. If you complete them all, you get bonuses. In this case, you get XP for each, and then the big clear one is you get 100 idols, which you're going to need to level up your characters. So these are all real easy. Make sure you knock them out every day. Basically, most of the stuff you should be doing every day anyway. But that is hardly all that there is to this game. There's a lot of other stuff that you should be doing every day. So the next thing I would say that you need to be doing every day is in your guild. You definitely should be in a guild. First off, if you're not, make sure you do get in one. And in your guild, you should be donating 5 times every day. Basically, you're just going to donate some of these experience cubes, and you'll get some guild currency, but more importantly, your guild will get some guild currency that they can go ahead and use to buy buffs for the whole guild. The other thing you should be doing in the guild is Guild Labyrinth. You're going to have 3 playthroughs a day in Guild Labyrinth. Make sure you're doing that. Once you clear it, everybody can get the rewards for it. So, definitely do that 3 times a day. One little tip for Labyrinth is if you auto it, you're going to get less of a score than if you manual it. So if you're really trying to do the best for your guild, go ahead and do 3 manual playthroughs and you'll get a higher score. There isn't reward scaling, so if you're the best in your guild at do the most damage in Labyrinth, you're not going to get any more rewards than the guy that does the least. But if your guild is struggling to get through that, manual is definitely the way to go. And then the other thing in guild is you should be doing your guild missions every day. There's also weekly missions. And again, most of this stuff is stuff you're going to be doing regardless. I told you to do Labyrinth. That's the first one. The donations, I told you to do that. That's the second one. The guild resource exchange is down here. And it's basically you request resources and you can donate resources to other players. So that's a guild mission. And then challenging the advent bosses. So make sure you're doing that stuff every day. Next, down in Portal, you're going to get 3 free summons every day from this time cube. So make sure you're doing that. Okay. And then while you're here, there is a little area where you can get a quest. Make sure you're doing the quest every day. You'll get 3 from this lady here. So make sure you're doing that every day. Also in this area, if you go to summon equipment, you get 1 free summons if you watch an ad. Do that every day. That's probably the best way to get like higher tier equipment right now. You usually end up with a decent pull out of that summons. And you don't want to spend crystals on that summon. All right, so next, what else do you want to do every day? If you go to World, you're going to have 2 more shops down here in the right corner. Both of those shops also have little quests that you get 3 times a day. So make sure you're doing those quests 3 times a day. Also, I would say while you're in the shop, there's a couple things you want to buy every day as well. You definitely want to spend gold for gems every day. Later on, early on, gold kind of seems like the big stopping point, but I found like even only a couple weeks in, gold isn't that big of a deal. Like, not that it's not important and not that you're not going to use it, but it tends to stack up because eventually you're going to get to the point where you're just waiting on those idols to level up your characters. And yeah, you're still spending gold on leveling up equipment and, leveling up relics and that kind of stuff. So you're always going to be going through gold. But most of for the gems, it's usually like 160 to 200,000 gold, and you get 80 to 100 gems. Occasionally it's a little more than that, but it's definitely worth that amount of gold to be picking up the gems every day. Also, the top one up here is going to be really just 10 gold for 5 shards, and these could be any type of shards. Doesn't matter, it's 10 gold. Buy those shards every day. Worst case scenario, you just turn them all into the generic shards and use them to awaken your characters. Okay. The other one in this shop that some people kind of go back and forth on is the 50 gems for these shards here. I think I watched a video where they said that this is always SS characters. That is not the case. This can be any type of character. It's always going to be 50, but if it's like a more common character, it'll be 5 shards. Every time I've seen SS, it's only 2 shards. Personally, for me, 50 gems for 2 shards isn't worth it. I'm going to save those 50 gems. But that's up to you. The rest of these shops, not much that I would say is like a daily purchase. If you go into the pop-up store down here, again, you're going to have quests, a quest giver down here. Make sure you're doing that every day, three times a day. And then in this shop, the things that I like to look for in this shop, now this shop resets every 3 hours, so make sure you look at it whenever you can. I like to buy idols every time I see them because, like I said, that is more of, at least for character development or leveling up characters, that seems to be the big stopping point right now. So I'm buying those idols every time I see them. And then I also do like to buy the shards sometimes, depending on how many shards you're getting. Like right here, it's only 1 shard. I'm probably not going to buy those, but occasionally it'll be like 5 shards, and the price will still be pretty good, so I'll pick those up. All right, this area has tons of stuff that you should be doing every day as well. So you have Trial Tower. You get 3 tickets in here every day. Go ahead and grind that up as far as you can. If you get to a point where you can no longer beat the level that you're at, you have this standby reward. You can use your tickets to just get that reward every day. So even if you're stuck in the tower and you can't beat that level, use those tickets in the standby rewards to get those rewards every day. A quick note on this, if you do challenge a level and you lose, it does not use the ticket. So don't be afraid every day to at least try that level that you've been struggling on. And worst case scenario, you lose, and then you still keep that ticket and just use it all in the standby rewards. In here, we also have the dimension gap. This is the one where you pick the rarity that you want to be doing. So far, it seems like by the time you get to the level of unlocking it, that at least the stage is pretty easy. I'm sure as we all get better and grind up further into this, that's not going to be the case. But right now, like by the time you hit level 60, you're going to have a couple level 90 characters, and the C phase is not going to be that hard. So here's the dimension gap. One thing to note, guys, is that there's 13 rewards that you get here. You get some rewards for every level that you do, and then there's these daily point achievement rewards up here. And basically, you get points by doing the levels, and then each level actually has like a bonus reward. I think it's like 250 bonus points that you get for completing that level if you complete the reward. And it's actually repeated what those are. So the first stage and the 6th stage, it's use a single skill, an S1 5 times. Stage 2 and stage 7 is use a 2-chain skill 4 times. Stage 3 and stage 8 is use a 3-chain skill 2 times. Stage 4 and stage 9 is to clear without any hero deaths. And stage 5 and stage 10 is clear within 3 turns. You don't have to get the bonus on every turn to get the 10,000 points, but you do need to pick up some of those bonuses to get to 10,000 points. So I always just try to get all the points. Some of the ones are a little bit harder. I actually find like the 5-chain or the 5 single skill ones to be one of the hardest ones right now, just because at least in stage C, you're fighting level 50 to 60 enemies, and you have a team full of 90 characters, and they just one-shot the enemies. So Those are the stages I actually have a hard time right now. I'm sure later on, especially once you get up to that like 150 SS stage, it's probably going to be the clear in 3 turns or clear with no deaths. That's going to be the harder ones to do there. Another area in here that you're going to be wanting to do every day is the dimension crack. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas in here that you're going to want to do, and they have little rewards. This is where you get those shards for leveling up your characters. Like the ice one, you get ice shards, nature shards, chaos shards, fire shards, and you get idols in 3 of these, I believe. So that's a good way to get some level up materials. And then the hero crack, you get the hero shards, and the chaos one, you also get gold. Again, just like the tower, guys, this is one where you kind of grind up as far as you can, and if you can't beat it anymore, you just hit skip this checkpoint and hit stage, and it'll just give you the rewards as if you just cleared that last checkpoint. And just with the tower as well, guys, like if you get to an area where you're stuck, try that area again every day, because if you lose, you don't actually lose out on rewards. You just get that last checkpoint worth of rewards, which is the same as if you just hit the skip this checkpoint button. So it's worth it to at least try to grind further every day. And if you don't, then you're not missing out on anything. You're not losing like that attempt or anything. The other important area here that you should be doing every day is the hero dungeons. This is where you're going to go and get shards every day. Again, go as far as you can in these areas. So far for me, this is my alt account, by the way, so this is not as far as I am. But so far for me personally, the only area that I have unlocked that actually gives a specific character shard is stage 3. I'm sure that changes once you get down further. I'm sure there's some other stages that give you at least another character shard or 2. But the rest of these, once you've cleared them once, you just end up getting some of these hero coins, I guess they are, and then the hero shards, the generic hero shards. But again, you get 10 attempts a day in this, so make sure your 4 or 5 characters that you're concentrated, make sure you're doing stage 3 at least every day on that to get that 1 character shard, and then do the highest other stage that you can do to get those coins. And just so you guys know, right down here in the bottom left is the hero store. That's where you spend those coins. For me, the best purchase is probably the SS equipment box. You should be saving up and spending your coins on that right now. At least SS equipment's kind of hard to come by. So I think you get 1 of those a week. So if you can get 2,500 points a week, buy that SS equipment box. The next one I'd say to spend money on right now at least is Essence of Dimension. 200 for essentially a summons. That's not bad. A single pull summon, not a 10 pull. All right, so went through all of that. And the next area of the day, next area of the game that you should be doing every day is arena. So you're gonna get 5 arena tickets, and then I believe it's every hour you get another ticket once you've spent one. Like right now you're full, so you don't have that timer going. But if I was to spend one, I think you get another ticket every hour. So with that, you want to be doing your arena battles every day, and basically you want to do that to get these daily mission point rewards. You need 12 points. You get 1 point for the bottom, 2 point for the middle, 3 point for the top. Fight the hardest guy that you can to get the most points per turn, but don't worry, if you can only hit the bottom guy, only hit the bottom guy. You're just going to have to do 12 separate battles throughout the day to get those 12 points, but you definitely want to make sure you're doing that. Besides grinding as far as you can, so at the end of the week you can get your the most rewards that you can get for your weekly arena points, you want to make sure you're getting your 12 points a day to at least claim those 4 chests at the top. Another area that you want to do every day is Team Arena. Team Arena is pretty easy. Just go in here, grind the bottom guys. I do think you get more points per win if you beat the upper guys, but really you just need to get your five battles in every day. You only get 5 of these tickets every day. It does not refresh throughout the day. you get 5 more at the start of the next day. So make sure you're doing that. Daily first match reward, this will go to your mail. Make sure you're claiming that, and then you're going to spend these little, I don't know what you want to call them, badges or whatever. You spend them here once you get 100 to get one of these random rewards. One little tip that I found for Team Arena is stack your team kind of like what I have it stacked right now, in that like Team 1, I kind of loaded up with all level 1 characters and actually spread out my good characters between Team 2 and Team 3. The reason I do that is because I think a lot of people that are playing this game right now are loading up their Team 1s or loading up their Team 2s, and then like Team 3 kind of just is where they fill in. So I'm just doing the opposite. So I'm always going to lose the first battle, but I'm trying to win Team 2 and Team 3 battles. So if I come across an opponent that's either front-loaded, all their good guys are in that Team 1, I'm probably going to win that match because my Team 2 and Team 3 are going to be stronger than theirs. Or if you come across a guy that's trying to spread all of their good characters across all 3 teams, you're in an advantage because you're only spreading your good characters across 2 teams. So that's just a quick little tip for that. So you got Arena. Next, every day, make sure you're checking events. There's some events going on. Make sure you're checking all that and seeing if there's any rewards to claim every day. And then we got Hero Pass that just came out a couple of days ago. Or I guess this came out like a week ago. Make sure you're doing this every day. Try to get at least your dailies done and then get your weeklies done. And just get those points. It's even if you don't plan on buying the pass, guys, it's free rewards. The top row is free rewards, so there's no reason not to do those. Again, most of the stuff you're going to be doing during your daily grind anyhow, so some of it's a little bit more, like sometimes it's like play 20 times on hard mode, or 10 right here 10 times on hard mode. Okay, big deal. Go ahead and grind that out. All right. And then right now we have a Hero Fiesta going on with this last update. So again, this is another thing where it's daily missions, and then you're going to get these tickets, which you use on these basically event dungeons to get points that you can go ahead and use in a shop. And for anybody wondering, that is how you buy that new character that just came out, is you're going to get these little idols here, these wing idols, and you get those by doing the daily missions, getting your tickets, and then grinding in these dungeons. Again, a quick tip for the dungeons, at least for me so far, I feel like easy is the easiest one to do. And the reason for that is if you battle any of the other modes and you don't clear it, you only get 3 points for trying, and you keep the damage there, and then when you finally finish the battle, you finally beat the boss, you'll get this total. Like the normal one, you'll get 8, the hard you'll get 13, the hell you'll get 18, but you only get 3 for each battle until then. Well, easy is like it says, easy, and it's fairly easy to beat. So whenever I do easy, I get 6 points, whereas if I do normal, I can beat normal in 2 goes right now, but that's 3 points from the first one, and then that's 8 points from when I beat it on the second try. That's only 11 points. So if I just did 2 easies instead, I would beat easy each time and get 6 points each of those times. So I would have 12 points. So I'm getting 1 point more by spending those 2 tickets on easy than spending it on normal. Now, obviously, if you can beat normal in 1 go, then normal's going to be where you want to go. But basically, what I'm saying is you want to beat the one that's easiest for you to beat in 1 go. Beat it with 1 ticket. And that's going to be the most points you're going to get. All right, some other stuff. Obviously, when you're away from the game, you're going to come back in. You're going to have this that you're going to claim. So make sure you're doing that. Get all your idol rewards. One thing I didn't hear anybody say, and I kind of didn't realize this, and maybe it's because I don't personally play a lot of idol games. The other thing you can do is you actually get rewards by clicking on these treasure chests when they're here. So make sure you do that too. It's just a couple it's not much, but it's there. It's free rewards. One thing that I personally have forgotten to do a couple times, and every time I forget to do it, I kind of like kick myself. You get these quick city searches every day as well, and your first one is only 1,000 gold. There's absolutely no reason not to do this at least once a day. You're gonna get, I forget how many hours it is. It's 2 hours worth of rewards. So it's basically spend 1,000 gold, get 2 hours worth of rewards. In those rewards, you're gonna get more than 1,000 gold. So you're gonna get a lot more than 1,000 gold. Next one is, then it starts gems. I don't spend any gems on that, but definitely do at least your 1,000 gold on that. All right. I think that's it for the daily grind. Oh yeah, one more thing. The only thing I forgot is make sure if you have friends, guys, there's no like reminder up here except for when you get a friend request, but do go in and send and receive all your gold for the day. It's not much, but it's free gold. So that's all like the dailies and everything. There is one other thing that I would suggest doing every day, and that is doing your hard mode every day. Besides grinding as far as you can on hard mode, which doesn't cost you any replays, you should at least once a day go to the hardest leveled stage 25 or final stage that you can beat, that you have 3-starred right now. On this account, I don't have any, but you want a 3-star at the final stage as far as you can go, and then you want to spend your 10 what do they call them? 10 repeatables for hard mode on the hardest stage 25 that you can every day. And besides knocking out some of your dailies by doing that, the reason I do that is because that's where you're gonna get gold. For stage 25, you can get you get 2 sets of rewards for gold instead of just 1 like you would for the other stages. So if you're at least gold short, that's a good way to grind up a little bit of gold every day. You could also, if you're looking for other stuff though, if you're looking for skill materials, skill level up materials and stuff like that, then do that every day. But I'm just saying, do your 10 hard repeatables every day. And just so you know, guys, if you do your 10 repeatables, that doesn't mean you have to stop playing hard mode for the day. It just means you can't repeat any more hard mode levels. You could still try the hardest stage that you haven't beaten yet, and you can do that. And if you beat it, then you can move to the next stage. You don't need the repeatables to do that. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the daily grind. I know it seems like a lot at first, but honestly, besides some of the stuff that kind of has timers, like the little quests and stuff, you can knock out most of this stuff, especially with all the skips. You can knock it out in, about an hour every day. It's not that bad. But yeah, we're going to just finish this video, guys. I'm going to do a little summons. I got 900 crystals. I'm going to go ahead and spend those and do a summon to end this video. So I'm going to summon on the new banner that just came out. Let's see what I get. Oh, sorry. I hadn't done my free summons yet, so that's what that was on that banner. All right, now we're going to do the 10 pull. Ooh, right to the final pool page. That's never a good sign. So yeah, wow, that's a pretty garbage summons, honestly. But it is what it is. Alrighty. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. This is the next Mike Ike. If you guys could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm trying to get this channel going. I'd really appreciate it. And like always, guys, if you have any comments, any content that you would like for me to cover, whether that be other games and stuff. I'm into gacha games, so that's kind of what I play. This is the game I'm really playing right now. I'm really enjoying this game. But, I'm open to other gachas as well. If you guys have any ideas that you would like for other videos, let me know. And if you guys have any comments, you think I missed something or, want to add something to this, just write it down there. Let the community know, and, maybe I'll remake the video if I really messed up and missed stuff. But anyway, thanks, guys.